is Dr. Evelyne Leone. Some of you may know me as Dr. Evie. And in this short recording, I am going to introduce you to a special practice that I've been doing myself for many years. It will help you rebalance and regenerate your body when you do this on a regular basis. Today, we are going to focus on the stress response, and you should all have a simple picture that we're going to look at together. And then I would like to take you on a little trip inside your body to observe what is happening inside of you when you are in a more relaxed state. And the goal with this is to gain control over stress when it comes up in your life. You all know that your emotions can affect your body both in positive and negative ways, but you may not be familiar with the cascade of events that takes place when you experience those emotions. So this is what I want to show you, and so you can get some basic understanding and knowledge of what's happening in your body. So let's look at this picture together, and it's called the stress cascade. It doesn't matter whether the stress is physical, psychological, or environmental. It will affect you in the same way. The hypothalamus and the pituitary gland are located in the brain, and the adrenal glands are located above the kidney. And those are the three structures really that are called the HPA axis, where the stress response is occurring. So the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland are located right in the center of the brain, and you can see that the hypothalamus is on top of the pituitary gland. And then the stress response travels down to the adrenal glands above the kidneys, where the famous hormone cortisol, which you may have heard of, is released. The hypothalamus will tell the pituitary to release a certain substance called CRH, and the pituitary gland, in turn, from this order from the hypothalamus, will release the ACTH, which will eventually reach the adrenal gland, and then they will release the cortisol. So it's a cascade of events, as you can see. And it all starts in the brain. So this is the important thing that you need to know, that it all starts in the brain, and eventually the substance, the cortisol that is released from the adrenal glands, is just responding to what is happening in the brain. So this said, we're going to just put this slide aside and get into our little trip into the body. In order to connect with the body, the first thing we're going to do is breathe. And we're going to take 3 deep breaths within our chest and release all the stress that we may have. Forget about everything that happened today. Let's take a deep breath in the chest and expand your chest as you inhale. And then hold it. And exhale, release everything. Exhale completely. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Inhale, expand your chest. And hold it a little bit. And exhale and release it. One last time. Let's inhale together. Inhale some more, and hold it, and release everything, exhale. So now that you are in a more relaxed state, we're just going to go into the brain. And I want you to actually visualize this point between your eyebrows that we call in yoga the third eye, but it's really right above the bridge of the nose between the eyebrows. And from there, you're going to draw a straight line within the brain, into the brain, and this is where you are going to see your hypothalamus And underneath that, a little gland called the pituitary gland. So the pituitary gland releases a lot of hormones. It's responsible for releasing your thyroid hormones and your sex hormone, among others. But also it releases the ACTH, which goes to the adrenal glands, and then in turn they release the cortisol. So the first signal is given by the hypothalamus. And we are going to be so relaxed that we're going to be able to see the hypothalamus sending exactly the right signal to the pituitary. So the pituitary can release the ACTH in exactly the right amount that the adrenal needs in order to release the right amount of cortisol. So just focus on this part of your brain and breathe into it and relax and see the pituitary gland sending that hormone down the body above your kidneys in the adrenal glands. And then see your adrenal glands reacting in a healthy way and releasing exactly the right amount of cortisol that is needed to sustain your life, sustain your blood pressure, but not in excess. It's the perfect amount that your body needs right now. So you can feel that in your body. As you dictate your hypothalamus what to do, the cascade goes from the hypothalamus to the pituitary, and you just observe that the right amount of substance is released. And then you can go down your body mentally, right in your lower back where your kidneys are, and see those two glands, the adrenal glands on top of the kidneys, and see them very strong, very healthy, just releasing the right amount of cortisol, only what you need. And as you do that, there is a sense of relief that should start coming up, because you're gaining control over that response. Your emotions are not taking over your brain. The emotions are completely accepted, received, but the hypothalamus knows what to do in order to maintain balance in your body. So take some deep breaths and enjoy that state of perfect balance where there's a harmony between those three structures, the hypothalamus, the pituitary, and the adrenal glands, and a very healthy communication that gives rise to a healthy state in your body, a healthy state of balance. And you can call that in any time. Whenever you're in a state of stress, you can take a deep breath or 3 deep breaths, as we did, get into your body and see what's happening. And you care about your health. So you care about what your brain is doing when you have a stressor coming to you, and you can take control over that. And knowing that the healthier you are, the better you can do in life, the better you can help others, and others will be inspired by you to do the same. So with this said, let's take a deep breath into our chest. Inhale this sense of calm and well-being and balance, and exhale. And have a wonderful day.